license plate was partially obscured, but the first three letters were clearly visible. KJH. David's plate started with KJH. I called my neighbor, Mrs. Chen, who had security cameras facing the road. Within 20 minutes, she'd sent me footage from that Sunday morning at 6:47 a.m., showing David's car pulling into my driveway while I was clearly visible through my kitchen window, alone and cooking. The footage revealed something that made my stomach lurch. David had sat in my driveway for over an hour, just watching my house while I moved around inside completely unaware. Mrs. Chen's cameras captured him taking photos through his car window, angling his phone to make it look like he was inside with me. The timestamps showed he'd been there from 6:47 to 8:23 a.m., documenting my morning routine like surveillance. I realized with growing horror that David had been creating fake evidence of an affair that didn't exist. I immediately called Rachel, my voice shaking as I tried to explain. Rachel, I need to show you something about the photos David gave you. But she cut me off, screaming that I was a homewrecker who destroyed her family. She hung up before I could tell her about the security footage. 20 minutes later, I heard shouting from next door. Through my window, I watched David storm out with a suitcase while Rachel stood in the doorway yelling. Emma and her brother were pressed against their upstairs window, watching their world fall apart because of lies their father had created. Detective Morrison arrived that evening after Rachel filed a police report claiming David and I were having an affair. I showed her the security footage, the timeline of David's staged photographs, and my phone records proving I'd never communicated with him outside of babysitting arrangements. She studied everything carefully, then asked if I'd noticed any other strange behavior. That's when I remembered